course, the surprises from the African Cup of Nations is still on. How are the mighty falling? I think that should be the title of this African Cup of Nations 2023. As a matter of fact, let's just bring you a brief background of the African Cup of Nations. Who have actually won it and who is yet to win it. Let's begin with this. As a matter of fact, the CAF African Cup of Nations Cote d'Ivoire 2023, also known as the 2023 AFCON, started on January 13 and it's going to be lasting until February 11, 2024. Senegal are the African Cup of Nations holders, having beaten Egypt on penalties on the time, at such the time when it happened in Cameroon capital. You won it 2 years ago with man of the match, which was Sadio Mane, converting the winning spot kick. And as a matter of fact, Cote d'Ivoire previously staged Africa's showpiece men's football to tournament in 1984 when Cameroon claimed its first of 5 titles. As a matter of fact, the hosts are bidding for a third triumph after their victory in the 1992 and 2015, both times in penalty shootout in the final against Ghana. As a matter of fact, it's good for you to know that it is going to be 24 teams that are being splitted into 6 beautiful groups of 4, with the top 2 in each plus the 4 best third place sides going through the round of 16. As a matter of fact, how did it happen? The latest game that was played, it was Namibia that produced a huge upset as the Othoto's 88-minute header secured victory over Tunisia in their 2023 African Cup of Nations opener. The Brave Warriors rank 115 in the world and without victory in any of their previous 9 African Cup of Nations matches. They are worthy winners in Kohogo. Tunisia, 2004 champions, are 87 places above Namibia in FIFA's standing. The remarkable result means that Namibia are second. Oh, Namibia, they are second in the table on goal difference following Mali's 2-0 win over South Africa in the late Group E fixture. And let's quickly take a look at some of the groups and especially the Super Eagles. I want to look at how they've performed so far. The Super Eagles are in Group A. And so far, so good. Let's look at the results so far, the score. And the Super Eagles on the table, they are 4th on the table right now because they drew their first game. 13th of January, Cote d'Ivoire were able to make it happen 2-0 with Guinea. They defeated Guinea-Bissau. And 14th of January, Nigeria's Victor Osimhen came in with an equalizer that gave Nigeria 1-1 against Equatorial Guinea. It was Ivan Salvador's 36th goal that made it for the side, and of course it was a beautiful one. Then on the 18th of January, Equatorial Guinea versus Guinea-Bissau will be holding it down. Then 18th of January, still Cote d'Ivoire will be taking on Nigeria, and they are the host country. You know, it's not going to be easy for Nigeria at all. Looking at their first game and what is going to be happening now, I don't think it is going to be easy for the Super Eagles, but Osimhen and other players are giving Nigeria a boosted morale. Well, morale is high. 22nd of January, Equatorial Guinea and Cote d'Ivoire will be holding it down, and 22nd of January again, Guinea-Bissau will also take on the Super Eagles. From Group B result, score so far, as a matter of fact, Egypt didn't find it easy at all as Mo Salah, a 90-minute plus 7 penalty gave them a 2-2 draw with Mozambique, and that game was a very fantastic one. Then Ghana and of course Cape Verde, that match ended in favor of Cape Verde. 2-1 was how that match actually ended. You can see the reason why I said the mighty are falling in this African Cup of Nations, but it is not over yet until it's over, because we are coming with something big and bigger. The second round is still coming. This is the group stage, but then who is going to qualify from the group stage is one of the big questions that we are asking. Egypt versus Ghana, that is going to be 18th of January. Then 19th of January, Cape Verde will be taking on Mozambique. Then 22nd, Mozambique, Ghana. Then 22nd again, Cape Verde and Egypt. Those are the matches. But as a matter of fact, Senegal, they were fantastic because they defeated Gambia 3-0. I'm talking about Senegal here. Senegal is one country that don't joke at all. Well, as a matter of fact, Cameroon drew with Guinea. Can you imagine Cameroon? You remember Cameroon? They drew also with Guinea. 1-1 was how that game ended. Then 19th of January, Senegal will be taking on Cameroon. Then that same day, Guinea will be taking on Gambia. Then 23rd of January, Guinea will also take on Senegal. 23rd again, Gambia will be taking on Cameroon. As a matter of fact, Victor Osimhen won the Serie A title with Napoli last season and ended 2023 being named African Footballer of the Year. But the striker reckon lifting the Cup of Nations with Nigeria might just stop the lot. Yeah, I don't know how that is going to happen, but that is the wish of our own very Victor Osimhen. If it happens that way, we'll pray it happened anyway. But then, how easy do you think that is gonna be? As a matter of fact, Nigerian forward, talking about Kelechi Iheanacho, has rejoined the Super Eagles training camp following recovery from an injury as the team prepare for their next match against the host Ivory Coast, like I said earlier. And as a matter of fact, it's gonna be a tough game. His return, as a matter of fact, come as a significant booster to the squad. I'm talking about the Nigerian squad who are eager to make their mark in the tournament. But then it is not just saying it with the lips. It depends on how it's actually gonna go. As a matter of fact, let's go on a quick break. After this break, we'll return back again and we'll bring you more report from the foreign scene and we'll let you know what is happening. It's good to let you know that, well, Mourinho has spoken after being sacked. We'll talk more about that when we return from this break. Don't go nowhere.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleket.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back from that break. It is still Sport Rush. My name is Ramsey. Of course, you already know who I am. And as a matter of fact, I am your game master, the man with just number 10, always out the middle, making things happen, just returning from the dressing room to make more story come on your way. A former Premier League manager, talking about Houghton, was appointed manager of the Ghanaian national team in February 2023, having previously been their technical director. He was actually assaulted. Should I say assaulted? He was actually being insulted by a fan who was very, very angry because he felt they didn't do well. All right, moving to what is happening. Jose Mourinho has finally broken silence after his dismissal as manager of Roma following an emotional departure from Roma training ground on Tuesday. He was saying at least trying to fight back tears. Man, you know, he couldn't hold it back. The tears gathered in his eyes because he's going to leave that team. And according to the report coming so far, Mourinho expressed his gratitude to the passionate Roma fans through a heartfelt statement on Instagram, that is social media, where the manager posted a video montage on his best moments while in charge of the club, and wrote in Italian saying, "Sweet blood, tears, joy, sadness, love, brother, history, heart, eternity, everything for us." A charger for breaching Premier League profitability and sustainability rules. And that's another story altogether, as the club intends to continue to cooperate fully with the Premier League on this matter. They are also confident of speedy and fair resolution. Nottingham City said in a statement quoted by British media, as a matter of fact, Everton is not left out too, as Everton can assure its fan that it will continue to defend its position during the ongoing appeal, and should it require to do so, and as a matter of fact, at any future commission, and that the impact of the supporters will be reflected as part of the process. Everton said that according to what is happening, Everton and Nottingham Forest could face points deduction. How many points do they have in the first place before you start talking about points deduction? That's not going to be a good one for them when the competition is very fierce right now. And as a matter of fact, they could face points deduction after admitting to being in breach of the Premier League's profit and sustainability rule at the end of the 2022-2023 season. And as a matter of fact, well, so many things happening, injury befalling some of the players, and of course you can see that matches in Europe, the club are missing the African players who have returned back home to be part of the African Cup of Nations. Well, transfer is still on, but then on a very low key. I will bring you more details from the world of transfer. That's going to be from subsequent bulletin, and more details coming from Europe. Well, this is going to be the much that I'll be taking on Sports Today. Sport Rush will come on your way again, and that's going to be on Friday when we bring you more details from the world of sport. I am yours sincerely, MC Ramsey, the sport master, the game master, the one with Jesse number 10. I'll return back again to bring you more details, especially from the African Cup of Nations. The surprises, the intrigue, the entertainment and disappointment, you can't take that away at all. More and more of that will be coming on your way. That's going to be much later, not today anymore. I just want to go take a sip in the dressing room and have a nice time. Get refreshed until Friday before I hit you with more stories from the world of sport. My name is, once again, MC Ramsey. Bye-bye for now. See you again on Friday.